Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk to you about why you cannot use the Baker Act to get your loved one into long-term care. So we had a call from a family. They have an adult male in the home, mid-40s, long history of substance use and mental illness, and they called us and said, well, we want to get him into long-term care. Well, what does long-term care mean? Well, we'd like to see him go to a treatment center for a year, where he could be made to take his medication and he can receive the care that he needs and things of that nature. And we would like to use the Baker Act. And so we said to them, you can't do that. And they said, why? I said, well, because the Baker Act, first of all, it's not a treatment statute. It's a statute that is intended for the state of Florida to take temporary custody of somebody when, as a result of some type of mental health emergency, we need immediate services to be provided to the person. But it is not designed for the family to be able to get their loved one long-term care. Now, from other videos that you can end up locked up in a state hospital for up to 6 months. And by the way, that can be extended too. But once someone is Baker Acted, they become a temporary ward of the state of Florida, and that temporary status can become pretty close to permanent. And so the other thing to note is that because once someone's Baker Acted, it means that that individual's right to make decisions for themselves is terminated. The family's right to make decisions for them is terminated. The only ones who can make any decisions for this person is the state of Florida and its agents, i.e. the doctors and clinicians who work at the Baker Act receiving facility, which is a licensed agent of the state's mental health system. Sorry, it's been a long day. I apologize. So you get the picture, right? I mean, if you want to get your loved one help, then the two statutes that you can do that with are either the Guardianship or the Marchment Act. Now, the Marchment Act is only good for up to 90 days, but you can extend it. I had somebody in treatment under the Marchment Act for close to 2 years, and every 90 days I went back in. But the usual tool that we would use, especially in a case like this, is guardianship. And most of our guardianship cases are filed on an emergency basis. We are in the case for about a year, so the person is receiving services for about a year. And from our experience, that's what it takes to get somebody in recovery from these behavioral health issues. And so we said to the family, look, this is a guardianship case. If you want to Baker Act him, well, that's fine. Just understand what's going to happen. Either he's going to be there for 72 hours and get out. That doesn't help the situation. It probably makes it worse. Or he could potentially end up in a state hospital. That's not going to help the situation either. That's probably going to make it worse as well. I mean, the simple fact is that if you have a loved one that is sick, you have to make the commitment to save them because they can't do it themselves. Otherwise, at some point, the state will do it for you. And I promise you, you won't like the result. You won't like what you get back if you ever get them back. Anyway, I want to share that with you. That's just one of the many limitations of the Baker Act. And thank you for tuning in. Oh, and by the way, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel so you get notifications for more of this content. And if you have a question, or if you want to, if you want me to make a video about what you do, about what we do, or answer a question in a video, post a comment. I'll be happy to do that for you. Anyway, with that said, thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.